Hello guys, it's JongLi here, and today I'm bringing you another online commentary battle for RTW War. This time it's just a 1 versus 1 31k rules battle. I thought this battle was really good, really close battle, really enjoyable, so I thought I'd just put it up. It was fought quite recently, probably a few days ago, and it's just a pretty classic Rome versus Rome and 1 versus 1. So I'm playing as the Scipii Romans. I've just got 14 urbans and 6 Praetorian Cav, and my opponent is Scipii of the Immortals of War clan. He's just got 14 urbans and 6 Praetorian Cavalry as well. So we'll get the battle started here, and we'll just triple speed a little bit, get into the action. So yeah, the Pila Wars started now. Spider-Pig's opted to put his experienced chevrons into 2 of his cav units. I've just put mine into my general because I couldn't be bothered really thinking about it. So Pila War going on, and this is pretty much how I approach every 31k rules battle. It's just go for the Pila War and yeah, try to out-Pila my opponent first before I do anything else. Looks like Spider-Pig's got the same idea though, so we're going to testudo our front units and go for some maybe Pila baits with those. Yeah. So it's just more testudoing, more loose formation stuff, and after the first kind of row volleys and the testudos have been set up, you've more or less got to go for the manual Pila. So I'm just manualing him here and throwing it over to the testudos. But Spider-Pig's doing the same thing, so he's just gonna throw his Pila at my loose formation open cohort instead of my testudo. And hopefully the testudo does sponge a few of the Pila anyway. But this is kind of the boring bit of the battle, so I'm just gonna triple speed through this. So just more Pila throwing. Not terribly interesting. So as you can see, Spider-Pig's gone pretty aggressive on the front lines. He's put all his guys out of guard mode, and he's attacking aggressively with them. So he's attacking these loose formation urbans. I'm trying to get some Pila in with these fresh urban cohorts over here, but I've got to be careful because auto Pila will just go into this testudo unit here. Yeah. So, and since these testudos are engaged, Spider-Pig's not going to throw any testudo at my open cohorts here anymore. So, I'm just getting more guys into the fight, trying to flank a little bit here. But other than that, it's pretty even in the center. Yeah. This is also a pretty smart move because Spider-Pig noticed that this was pretty open to just like a slice charge up here. So if he stayed in that position, I'd probably have gotten a really good charge off and routed a bunch of units. But he decided to pull back and put him in guard mode, so that's very good repositioning there. Pretty smart. Yeah. So now he's going to go for a kind of frontal charge. It's still going to do quite a bit of damage, but I'm going to try and go for a counter here. Not the smoothest, unfortunately. And yeah, I managed to out one of his units, but really didn't do all that much. And there was quite a bit of lag in this game, so my cavalry got stuck multiple times. Pretty annoying, and is not good. As you can see there, because they got stuck, one of my cavalry units routed, so that was pretty bad. Yeah, his infantry is just pretty much eating my front lines, but it's not too bad. It's still pretty even infantry wise. Fast forward a little bit more. Goes for another charge here into my center again, so I'm gonna just counter charge, and the unit that routed came back, so it wasn't too bad. Fortunately, I don't get much of a route going here. Got one guy, so it's pretty much even at the moment. Yep. But I think Spider Pig might have a slight edge at the moment, but really it's pretty even. And as you can see, the lag again, screwing me up there. Okay, Spider Pigs goes for a charge over here. So I respond, but it was a pretty good charge. You got one unit over here, and this was pretty lackluster, to be honest. Well, not lackluster. Got 3 of them, so I was pretty happy with that charge actually. Yeah, that was a good charge. Got 3 units gone, routed. Looks like I've got the advantage at the moment. So I'm just gonna test Judo again. Throw some peeler, and yeah, reposition again. So with those 3 units routed, I've got the upper hand now, so I can afford to be more aggressive with my urbans. And I'm also getting some pretty good peeler in, so he's decided to just test Judo, and I'm gonna waste a little bit. But it's not too bad overall. So he's going for a charge here. Trying to get to this Tessudo. I'm just going to counter charge over here, and I'm also trying to flank with a few of these units just to get the morale penalty on these guys. Seems to have worked, and Spider Pig is down 1 cav unit. So yeah, he decided to pull out again, try and regroup. But I've definitely got the upper hand in urbans at the moment. I've got 4 units here, but about 6 depleted units over here. So he's not too far off, but then there's one of his cavalry units that have come back. So he's not too far off, but I've definitely got the upper hand at the moment. So I'm just gonna kind of pile on the pressure on these flanks, and I'm just getting some regrouped units back. And he notices this, and he knows he's got to fix it. So he's gonna try and charge through here, but I'm gonna just counter charge and get these urbans engaged. They're gonna start hacking away at those Praetorian cav units, and he's not gonna be able to pull out in time. So this counter charge is going to be pretty good. Meanwhile, I've noticed that he's focused on this side, so I'm just gonna charge through the center here, and then gonna be a bit more aggressive with my infantry. I should be a bit more aggressive with my infantry. So yeah, I managed to rout one of his urbans, but some of them came back. It was probably better to actually counter charge his second charge, but it's not too bad. I'm still in a good position right now. I'm just gonna try and regroup my guys here on the side, and he's just gonna reposition again. So I'm just going to charge my guys in, try and get the charge bonus off of these urbans. He's going to go for a pretty big charge here, and I'm going to just respond to that with my own counter. And I'm just going to bring this urban out here, and that morale penalty will hopefully get me the route. And yeah. So got a pretty good route there. Got 2 cav units down. My cavalry is really depleted now though. I've got 4 units, but they're really low on numbers. In terms of urbans though, I'm definitely winning the urban number fight. So I should have an edge in that. And yeah, he goes for a charge here, but it doesn't do too much. I'm just going to go for a charge into his center. Managed to get a route there and a route there. And his general routes as well, so that's pretty much the game because the morale penalty was just like too much, and the rest of his troops just mess routed there. So really well played to Spider Pig. As you guys saw, it was a really close game. Yeah, I don't play too much, so I thought I did pretty well considering I'm not as active nowadays. But yeah, really close game, average victory. Yeah, most of my kills were definitely from the Praetorian Cav. Pretty standard fight, to be honest. Nothing really stood out there. But yeah, well played to Spider Pig. Definitely showcased some of his abilities as well. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you next time.